A hair appointment in Hickory Hill takes a dangerous turn. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shay Arthur, in for Alex and April tonight. One person is in the hospital, another facing charges following a shooting at the Park Apartments. WREG's Melissa Moon tells us what happened.
This broken window and a piece of crime scene tape are the only signs something happened at this apartment complex Wednesday afternoon.
We heard a lot of racket and noise. Exactly how it happened, I don't know.
Police say Corlea Javon spent most of the day inside her apartment braiding another woman's hair when the...
She should have braided her own hair. Now listen, man, I love the natural hair. I'm just joking, man. Don't get triggered. I love the natural hair. You know, especially the little joint where they got the little bun on the top, the one bun on the top. I love that joint. But if you're going to be smiling in the mugshot, you might as well have braided your hair. But you know what? She couldn't have braided her hair on the way to the station because she probably was handcuffed. So, yeah. She probably braiding her hair now in the cell. Well, no, she home now. They don't keep you for stuff like this no more. Thanks a lot, pasty liberals. And sisters. So at least a sister benefits from this stuff. Sisters like, we made these. We gotcha. We protested for all these pro-criminal laws because we knew we was about to turn up. Oh, my God.
Police say Corlea Javon spent most of the day inside her apartment braiding another woman's hair when the two women got into a fight. They say Javon refused to let the woman back into her apartment to get her belongings, and the woman broke out the window. Investigators say that's when Javon tried to pull the woman through the window, and she told her sister's boyfriend to go get a gun and shoot her.
Well, she kicked the woman out. Wouldn't let the woman get her belongings. Now, a woman in her purse. Listen, y'all might not know this. A lot of guys might not know this. A woman do not like being separated from her purse. Okay? So, a woman in her purse separated. So, that's already a problem there. She should have just threw her shit in the hallway or something, you know? Whatever. But then, when the woman breaks the window, and I guess she's at the window, and they're fighting in the window. Could be breaking and entering. She could have been like, look, she's breaking in our house when the police came. I don't know, but she should have just gave the lady her purse and let her go on her way. She was being petty. Now, this is what it got her.
The two women got into a fight. They say Javon refused to let the woman back into her apartment to get her belongings, and the woman broke out the window. Investigators say that's when Javon tried to pull the woman through the window, and she told her sister's boyfriend to go get a gun and shoot her.
We were just sitting in the house talking like we usually do. We just heard a lot of loud noise, bang, bang, bang.
Police say the sister's boyfriend fired several shots at the woman as she was getting into a car, but hit another woman in the passenger seat in the back.
Why do some men gotta be so daggone reckless with these guns, man? Like, come on, man. If she left, I could see if he shot her while they're fighting in the window. They're in a broken windowsill, yanking at each other's hair, scratching and clawing each other. I could say, okay, you shoot her then. You know, she's breaking and entering or whatever, blase blah. With the woman's going to her car and you just shooting at her and then you hit another one. Like, so brothers... This little fight over some, who knows what it was over. But it was over a disagreement. Something happened with the hair thing, yada, yada, yada. And a brother that destroyed one, paralyzed the lady. And now he going to jail. And it's like, there's no poverty or redlining. Slavery, nothing caused that but his reckless shooting into a car full of women that will leave it. Like, and I told you guys, and hit one if you've heard me say this. If you're getting something, brothers, it's women, sisters are going to pray for the days to come back when a son man will just smack you or hog spit in your face. Those was the days. Those was the glory days. The 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. The son man just slap you, pow. How? Now it's a bunch of girls leaving the scene, and he just mass incarceration, right?
Police say the sister's boyfriend fired several shots at the woman as she was getting into a car, but hit another woman in the passenger seat in the back. A third woman in the rear of the vehicle was not hurt.
A lot of mishaps for no reason at all.
Jerome Parker lives in a building nearby. He says he and his fiancée have been planning to leave Memphis because of the crime.
It's bad. It's too bad.
Parker says they want to move to someplace quiet in the country, and after yesterday's shooting, he's ready to go.
Everybody just have to take care of themselves. I don't bother nobody, disrespect no one, and everybody else should do the same.
Now, I will say this for the boyfriend. We don't know what they said. They could have been like, we gonna go get some sunmen, and we'll be back. So he probably wanted to let him know, don't come back. If this ain't where you want to come back to, he'll probably let off some shots at him just to let him know, like, yeah, don't bring nobody back over here. Because, they'll do that. If you had three sisters in the car, hood rats, between the three of them is probably 18 to 25 sunmen in their lives that would, at a moment's notice, come throw their lives away, their futures away, over this. This boy, I was over so-and-so house, and this boy, he took my purse, and at least between the three women. Now, there's no less than 18 to 25 sunmen, and I'm being generous, that would throw away everything. All that they've worked, I don't care if they was HVAC, I don't care if they was, I don't care if they work on the back of a trash truck, but whatever. Or if they was a millionaire, I don't care, that would throw everything away over that. So that brother was probably thinking like, man, I gotta send some shots at them so they know, you don't come back over here. And this poor man, God, leaving Memphis. Listen, man. Drake's dad lives in Memphis, man. The great R&B star Drake. Great R&B / rapper Drake. I mean, who's had a run like Drake? What, 12 years? Being on top for 12 years straight? His dad lives in Memphis. Drake, get your dad out of Memphis. I know his dad said he don't want to leave Memphis. Drake, get your dad out of Memphis. I know you probably, spreading, love around Memphis, keeping, brothers paid and whatnot. But just like this, somebody just shooting recklessly, a stray bullet could hit you, and they don't care about senior citizens over here. Listen, Drake, get your dad out of Memphis, Drake. And I hope this, how do you say, don't age well? I don't know which one, but I hope that we don't have to revisit this. Drake, get your dad out of Memphis. I don't care if you got to get some dudes to go over there with a sack and throw him in a sack, throw him in the back of a truck, kidnap him, and drive him somewhere. Drake, get your dad out of Memphis.
A community is in pain after a staple was shot and killed. And now they're left with one question. Why?
And people really die of broken hearts, and I'm just so hurt right now.
Barely able to stand, Ladia Yates, CEO of the LYE Academy, says she wants people to know who the woman was that was brutally taken away from her Wednesday afternoon.
I'm talking about this lady will give the shirt off her back, the shoes off her feet, whatever out of her purse. I'm talking about this lady so sweet.
Memphis police say a woman was shot while leaving the Walgreens on South Perkins. She later died from those injuries. Yates identifies her as 60-year-old Juanita Washington.
I can't believe that the crime has gotten so bad here to the point where y'all would take the life of a 6-year-old sweetheart woman.
Well, sisters, you guys voted for this. Y'all not only demanded, and I feel bad for the sister because I can see like the shock. She ain't even in the grief stage. So you have to understand this. This she's in the shock stage. The grief ain't hit her. But sisters, this is why on this channel, it's like when things like this happen to pasty liberals and sisters, and me as a son, man, you know I'm a son, man. We the number one. We get this. We 90% of these, okay? So, like, you know, that's a different story. But we complain a lot and talk about criminal justice and all, but the ones who have the power, those sisters powerful. I mean, look at the election. Like it was unanimous from all platforms and all pundits. Everybody said, look, sisters, you have to save America from, Trumpster. It's you guys that are gonna, win the election. You're gonna, control who's the president. That's power, man. You may say, no, that ain't real. Listen, listen. It's more than nothing. Okay, you have no power, and then you have deciding who's the president. Okay, so I know it's a son man in the comments said, man, that ain't no power, man. That's just the power that the union gave you, man. It don't matter who gave it to him. That's power. So these sisters are very powerful, and they used it to say free all the prisoners and no bail. No bail, free the prisons, defund the police. And 1 year later, this is the collective look on sisters' face. Like if 2021, and I hate to say this, if there was one picture that could describe sisters in 2021, it would be this. This is the face of sisters in 2021. 2020, hand in the air, free our kings, get your knee off our king's neck. Don't be holding our kings in jail until their trial. Let our kings out of jail no matter what they did. Amandla. 2021. This is the face of sisters in 2021. This is them. If you want to know what sisters if you want to do a year in review, if somebody was to do a year in review, 2021, the sister, the Sun woman in 2021, this will be the cover of the book. This is Sistahs in 2021. And look, you got red, black, and green. Her face is red. Her hoodie is black. It's so much here. And her nails is green. RBG, baby. Red, black, and green. Little red shorty with green nails and a black hoodie. You can't make this stuff up. This is the face of Sistahs in 2020. And 2022 going to be a doozy. Oh my God, what is 2022 going to be a doozy? Then 2023, and then 2024, the Democratic Party going to get them right back on the woke stuff because they're going to need them for the election, and they're going to be talking about police brutality and empty the prisons again.
I'm talking about this lady will give the shirt off her back, the shoes off her feet, whatever out of her purse. I'm talking about this lady so sweet.
Memphis police say a woman was shot while leaving the Walgreens on South Perkins. She later died from those injuries. Yates identifies her as 60-year-old Juanita Washington.
I can't believe that the crime has gotten so bad here to the point where y'all would take the life of a 6-year-old sweetheart woman.
Yates says Washington, known as Aunt Juanita by staff and students, was the Academy's beloved head administrator. She says they just celebrated her 60th birthday a week ago.
Happy birthday, Auntie Juanita. Happy birthday to you. My kids don't want to come to practice today. She will be here today, y'all. She has the keys here. She will be here today.
And now the only thing sitting at her desk are flowers. Yates says Washington has been a crucial part of the Academy for years, and her death isn't just a loss for them, but the entire dance community.
Help and support. I have lots of kids that y'all damaged over this. Her husband, her kids. She has family, y'all. Y'all ain't thinking. Y'all not thinking.
Reporting in Southeast Memphis, Kwame Wilborn, WREG News Channel 3.
Okay, so according to the Memphis Police Department, at 12:53 p.m., broad daylight, today, officers responded to a shooting at 3177 South Perkins and located a female shot. The victim was reported critical and I guess rushed to the hospital. The suspect was a black male that fled the scene in a white van. The investigation is still ongoing. Call 901-528-CASH with tips. Probably wanted her purse. Listen, man. Yikes, man. Now, the manosphere ain't going to report on this one. Because the Sunman did it. So we going to have to wait till the next time. It'll wait about 4 months till the next time. A glider kill a sister. And then we'll get another report from that sector. But yeah, man. Wow. So she was in her car when she was shot. Maybe an attempted carjacking. And she didn't have to do anything wrong. It just could have been got panicked, shot her. Wow.